How's it going, guys? So now that I'm doing some music reviews, I wanted to share a bunch that I did, and I wanted to do some conscious hip hop. And in the future, I'll be covering conscious hip hop, um, some reggae, Jamaican reggae, especially, and some jazz. And I'll just give my thoughts on what I think. Also, bear in mind, like I'm still learning about music. I just want to share because it's important and I want to encourage you guys to share as well. And like I said, I'll be reading Mark Woodworth book about writing about music, but it's all a learning experience, and that's what I'm trying to get at, which many people don't get. They all expect you to be like a master at lyricism or like to completely comprehend everything. I feel like the best way of learn is to share, make mistakes, then keep on sharing, and that's how you improve, just by sharing and doing more and more. It's not by like keeping to yourself and being too afraid or too timid to do this. And it's ironic because like a lot of people who criticize me are supposed to like punk rock, quote unquote, when punk is all about doing that, sharing is caring. But anyway, my friends, so let's go at it. Top four things I liked out of a song and video of I Know from De La Soul. Hey guys, now that I'm expanding and covering more topics, I thought I'd start covering some conscious hip hop that I'm a fan of. Now I'm still improving on both my analysis of music reviews as well as my appreciation of music and the history of the different genres. I'll be buying the book How to Write About Music by Mark Woodworth to start getting better at reviewing. So be excited, there's more to come. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory, guys. So let's go at it. So brief background about the group. The group was formed in 1988 in Long Island, New York. The main group members are Pause and Trugoy. Actually, like when I wrote this, like I made a typo here, a mistake, but it's just like Pause and Trugoy. And the song I Know belongs to the album 3 Feet High and Rising. The title of the album comes from inspiration from Johnny Cash's album 5 Feet High and Rising. The producer of the album is Prince Paul. So I was like checking some interview with the band, like a few interviews with the band, and they said that they were part of the Native Tongue Collective, that it was a very organic progress, like or process. Like it wasn't like a team or a crew. It was more like they just shared ideas. And the other members were Django Brothers. I most likely I'll review some of their stuff as well. Like I like the song What's Going On, and then they were also a Tribe Called Quest, and I've seen the Tribe's content. I really like the song Bagging Out, and there's a lot of other songs that mixed jazz with hip hop, and I really like that combination. So I'll be definitely covering some of their stuff as well down the road. But we'll see how this develops. Let's continue. So the beat is a mixture of Otis Redding and Sitting on the Dock of the Bay and Steely Dan Peg. And Lee Dorsey's Get Out of My Life, Women. The Otis Redding sample is a whistle that keeps repeating throughout the song. I like it as it makes the vibe of the song chill and laid back and relax. Also, I do plan to review Otis' song later. There's a certain elegance to that music. So it's like three different composers, and they're taking different parts of the song. For instance, like the Otis Redding sample is the whistle. And I'll get deeper into these influences, but today it's just like a general recap and just sharing my thoughts. So the close, I like how, and this is more on the video, because like as I said, guys, like what I want to do with my reviews is not just like comment on the music, but also comment on the aesthetic, because for me this holistic view of things is like very important. So I like how the Tribe Called Quest is dressed. They have this very colorful clothing. I've noticed they use red and pink color cues. For instance, Pose had this whistle pink shirt with what looks to be a small pink flowers, and yeah, and this is a DJ. It's not Trugoy, but it's a Prince Paul. So dope. Here he is. He's wearing the red and white stripes on a long sleeve T-shirt. And so let's continue. The background colors. The video of this song is amazing. So if you guys had a chance to watch the video, recommend you guys to watch it. First, the background is full of colors. For example, long yellow, green, orange, and blue stripes. The photo I'm sharing right now, there's like blue and yellow stripes. Then you see another background with just bubbles with a girl, a picture of a girl going all over the screen. I thought this effect was cool. Didn't notice it before. It actually reminds me of like the 1970s where there's like a girl, where you have this sort of like type of movies like Barbarella. I mentioned it because I reviewed that as well on my French, on mon français, when I do that reviews there. But you also have these yellow letters on the screen with a written I know. Is it like the hippie vibe that you see in certain shows from the 70s? And I think even like ironically, like that 70s show also have those like colors, and it's very like peace. And Pulse, I think, is even wearing like some like peace sign, like chain or necklace. The DJ as well, I think. So the lyrics, and this is like smart lyrics, and that's why I recommend you guys to try out conscious hip hop. And I really like this because when people think about hip hop, there's this negative image, especially because like a lot of rappers, at least mainstream people, I'm saying like quote unquote normies, like they all think that, oh, that's like violent. They always associate the whole hip hop genre with gangster rap. So I really wanted to like present a different face of hip hop. And I'm sure a lot of people know about conscious hip hop, but I just wanted to like center on that. So Sexism and Mir Molecule and the Daisy Age. I have to admit that before listening to this album, this Daisy is a flower. It's not like the Mario stuff. I know some Mario fans out there. But this was before like Mario got super popular. So I have to admit, before listening to this album, the smarter leaders I listened to were from that Tribe Called Quest, which I still also be reviewing in the future. Like the Tribe has a song called "Banging Out," where like I think Q-Tip says it's you and me, it's my mind, it's your brain against my mind, and I thought that was very smart. So it's like this smart lyricism which I appreciated, and that's why like I enjoy conscious hip hop, and I thought like Sexism and Mir Molecule to list it out, since I think it's the opposite of some gangster rap. And I said like gangster rap is associated with misogyny, not necessarily, because I think Tupac even like saying about like some nice songs about women. So I like that De La Soul brings a complete image, and it helps challenge people's perception of rap and hip hop. Like I mentioned, like I just like that how smart these lyrics are, like what these guys are doing, you know. So I really like where they're taking the community, and this is like old stuff, guys. By the way, I'm sure there's like a lot of conscious hip hop, and I'll be focusing mostly on conscious stuff, especially that lyricism, because like I said, like I'm very interested in lyrics, and I just want to focus on that mostly. But also, I'll comment on the video. Like I'll be honest, like I'm not like an expert musician, so my commentary on music will be less, but lyricism will be something I'll be commenting a lot on in the future. For some reason, I feel this song would have been perfect for MTV in the 90s to be featured in the Real World, The Challenge, or Joe MTV Raps. I would have enjoyed watching old tapes of De La Soul performing this song, though I see that De La Soul has a performance with a Tribe Called Quest on MTV Unplugged. So I just feel like these guys fit so well with the image from MTV from the 90s. Like I just feel like they, in the Joe MTV Raps, like I feel like they would have been there like right away. So I think there's actually a video with a Tribe Called Quest on MTV Unplugged, but I'll just have to check. I really like the 90s, and I really like the aesthetic they have going on. Like just the 90s in general. Like anyone has watched Clarice Explains It All, and I'll be reviewing some of Clarice's stuff as well. But or like generally like the 90s aesthetic that was going on. But anyway, guys, I don't want to sidetrack myself. So this is a great song. I think excellent for those guys who want to get into conscious hip hop. Again, like that whistle, it repeats, and it's just very enjoyable, and I really like it. Anyway, I think it's like smart music. A lot of you guys who follow me should get into it. I'll be reviewing conscious hip hop, jazz, and reggae, especially Jamaican reggae. I like the heptones a lot. So let's see how this goes, guys. Like I'll be reviewing more and more stuff from like the black community, because I'm a fan of, like I said, like conscious hip hop and all the stuff. Like because I don't know, but I think some people think I'm only into like like the white indie music and stuff. Even though there's like some black indie artists, but I just wanted to show more range and show you guys, hey, you know, like I'm a fan of different things, especially jazz. You know, like I'm a big fan of jazz. So wait for all that, guys, and it's great talking to you. I'll see you in the next video. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other videos for music reviews. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care.